right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off this lesson by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakodash. Double honors be due, Salakia, to the elders, which are the apostles, great millstone, who rule well, all right, who taught us this truth. Peace and blessings to the whole for the elect. All right, I'm the brother Kodar Malak, all right, from the GMS Champagne Camp. I want to bring out another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shah. May it be edifying, you know, just something real quick on my spirit. All right, while I was in transit, is pretty much, you know, keep your sword sharp. You know, keep your sword sharp. You know, and what I mean by that is, you know, these things that we learn, which is, it's a lot, man. It's a lot, and it's a lot to remember. You know, so you have to always, you know, keep your sword sharp in this truth, man. You know, always, you know, double back on the things, on the basics. You know, sometimes you have to double back on the basic things that you learn, you know, and make sure you're sharp on the basics, man. All right, and you're not always, you know, digging so deep, you know, far as, you know, meat in the meat scriptures, man, because, you know, sometimes you may catch yourself, you know, jumping over the basics, man, you know, and you don't even have the basics together because, you know, you've been, you know, so caught up into trying to learn meat scriptures and, you know, trying to get deep, you know. Which it's times for that, man. You know, it's times where you have to, you know, really dig deep into the scriptures, man. You know, for edification, or, you know, for you to really just, you know, learn whatever it is you need to learn. But, you know, you always want to make sure that you double it back and you study and you focus on, you know, the basics, man. All right. Especially for the, you know, the younger brothers that are coming up in this truth, man. You know, you have to deal with the milk first, man. You know, you have to deal with the milk, man. You know, when you're a baby, you don't just jump to, you know, eating steak. You know, you don't just jump to, you know, eating steak and chicken, man. You have to, you know, be, you know, weaned from the breast. And, you know, don't be ashamed of having to deal with the basics. Don't be ashamed of not knowing, you know, as much as a older brother in this truth, man. You know, that'll come with time, you know. But keep yourself, getting back to the point is, you know, make sure that you're keeping yourself sharp. You know, make sure you studying to show that self-approval, as the scripture said, man. You know, that's part of working out your salvation with fear and trembling. You know, that you're, you know, studying, you know, abounding in the work of the Lord. You know, because, you know, you have to be sharp, man. You have to be sharp as possible, man. You know, you can't get comfortable. You know, there's no getting comfortable in this truth. You know, it's always more to learn. Always more to learn, man. You know, the scriptures is as living waters, man. You know, it's a lot to remember. It's a lot to learn. So, you know, never get comfortable. Never get to a point where you're comfortable and you feel like you know enough, man. Because, you know, we don't. You know, I myself personally, I don't know enough, man. You know, so we all have to seek these things out and to remember, man. You know, we ought to stay sharp, man. You know, we have younger brothers coming up in the camp, and, you know, we got, you know, a lot of, you know, sheep. They want they got questions, man. You know, the Lord is going to bring in a multitude, man. You know, it's going to come to a point where the Lord is going to bring in a multitude, and they're going to have a lot of questions, man. It's our job, you know, that we bring forth the edification for them and feed the Lord's sheep, man. You know, as we should. You know, that's the job of a prophet, man, to keep the sheep fed, man. You know. So, you know, this was just real quick, you know. Lord willing, I'll be able to, you know, double back and you know, bring out the scriptures. You know, that's why I don't want to make this long, because I don't want to be in transit and not come up with the scriptures, man. So, you know, this was just real quick. You know, and, you know, for myself also, man. Anything I always say, you know, anything I ever put out, you know, as far as a lesson, it starts with myself, you know. So, you know, that about does it. You know, Lord willing, the elect was edified. Until next time, all praise and glory be due unto Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahweh Shah, by Hashem, Kakodash. I'm going to say shalom.